What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? If we haven't carried in all the shopping in one go, we haven't done it right. A lot of porn is really weird. Just because we watched a video about banging a stepsister while her head was stuck in the dryer, doesn't mean that's some sort of weird fantasy. The girl just looked good in the thumbnail. If you compliment my appearance, I will probably remember forever. I still remember when a girl in college told me I looked nice with my beard when I first grew it out. I've had a beard ever since. I'm a woman. In college I complimented this random guy in line for coffee that he smelled really nice. It wasn't a pick-up line or anything, I just enjoyed complimenting people. About a year later we ended up having a class together and I didn't recognize him at all. He came up to me and thanked me again for the compliment I gave him a year ago and said he hasn't forgotten about how nice that was for a stranger to be so upfront and to compliment him. We'll be married 7 years in June. Manspreading isn't a sexual thing, we're trying not to crush our balls between our legs. After a shower, we have no problem drying our balls and face with the same towel. Most of the time we try to dry the face first, then the sack. But sometimes we have to go back to the face. We just hope we use an uncontaminated part of the towel. Edit uncontaminated. My balls are clean after a shower. Just, you know. Wiping the balls then wiping my face is just kind of yay. And then by the next day the towel forgets and it resets. As an older man, we don't expect you to look like a supermodel as we age together. Yes, at times I do see you as I did 30 years ago and every wrinkle and flaw disappears. Yes, there are times I see every wrinkle and flaw, and know how you got every one of them. They're beautiful too. Your chances of getting what you want out of us are infinitely higher if you tell us directly. When people come crying to us, our first inclination is to fix the problem. Since this is often not possible, lead with something along the lines of "Can I vent for a minute?" or anything that signals to us this is just a time for active listening, rather than a problem-solving session. When we want to be alone, it's not that we don't want to be around you, it's that we don't want to be around anyone for a bit. Men want to be wanted and desired too. I can count the number of times a woman has come out and either asked me out or told me she was attracted to me on one hand. And from my understanding that is a high number. We don't miss hints because we are dense or stupid, we miss them because we have learned the hard way that sometimes it's just a friendly compliment or some such. That embarrassment sticks with you. If you've ever looked at a dude and thought, wow, he's attractive, I'd like to go out with him, go talk to him. Men love confident women, and even if he doesn't reciprocate, you will make his day, or maybe even his year. If we tie down anything in the back of a pickup truck or trailer, it's physically impossible for us not to stand back and say, that's not going anywhere. We really do think your hair is good. It looked good before and after you got a haircut. It looked good curly and it looked good straight. It looked good when you woke up and when you made it. As long as it's shaped like the hair we gave girls on stick figures when we were 5 years old, we think it looks good. Every guy has at one point used their erection to hold up a towel upon exiting the shower with an unwanted erection. If you're gonna be here, you better work. I'm not staring at you, I'm zoned out thinking about how I'd start a brewery in medieval England whilst my eyes just happen to be facing your direction. Just because I got pee on the wall doesn't mean I'm being lazy, it's because it decided to come out a different direction than where the hose was pointed. Edit, just to clarify, I did clean it up. But at 6 in the morning sometimes you miss a spot. The good old fork in the road. It's not that we can't take hints, we're just afraid of looking too far into something. If someone is flirting with me, I have the dilemma of, is she actually into me or is this just how her personality is? If you have a son, don't rush into his room and demand that he get up immediately to do chores or some shit. He definitely has morning wood and would appreciate not needing to hide a boner from his mom. Give him like 5 minutes. Cannot stress this enough. Do you know how awkward it is to have your mum wake you up and tell you to get straight out of bed to do something? Let me deal with my pitch tent before I get out of bed, please. The occasional longest stride to attempt to inconspicuously adjust our balls. We can't move our penis without closing our butthole. Edit, thanks for all the silver and the gold. This is really blowing up. You just made men all over the internet clench their ass. That's power you can't buy. Sometimes we want to not do anything cause our dicks get hard for no reason. Many are, hey come do your chores, having to be deflected with yeah in a minute while you wait. As a male HS teacher, I both hear this all the time and have sympathy for the boys. Billy, please write your answer on the board. Just a minute, mister. Puffed. Got to find my homework. He's not fooling me. He knows he's not fooling me. But part of the guy code is to mutually pretend that I'm fooled. A lot of guys answering right now are on the toilet enjoying some quality time with Reddit. The bathroom is an experience for many men. If we have a goofy hobby and you take interest in it, even the slightest, we love it. I'm a big gamer and my wife, who also games but not the same ones I play, will often watch what I'm doing, ask about the game, and generally take an interest. Her saying, "Oh, are you looking forward to Anthem?" is really cool and I appreciate her interest. It's so easy for her to pay no attention, and her doing so makes a big difference. There is an unwritten rule of bathroom urinal etiquette that is never taught to young men, but is somehow universally known. When a man enters a public restroom to pee in the urinal, he is to occupy every other available urinal from other urinating men. Meaning, the prime peeing positions are in urinals 1, 3, and 5 if that is available. 2 and 4 should only be occupied if there are no other choices.